Okay, so update. So I am starting my plants inside very late because it is mid-April. Those are my wife's plants. I think they're flowers. But I planted tomatoes, peppers, ground cherries, and there's a few other things, but I can't remember what it is offhand. We got so many different seeds. Also planting bok choy, but I'm going to keep that inside because we eat a lot of bok choy. So I'm just trying to see, is there a way to plant them in such a way that we can keep harvesting them and just replanting them. So starting all these inside, and then eventually they'll be moved outside. So this was, I haven't planted anything in here yet, but it used to be radishes, and this was arugula, and some of it grew back and it's already starting to bolt because we just couldn't eat all of it. So this arugula just keeps coming back. It's pretty much a perennial arugula. Those are going to be compost bins in the future for my compost piles. This is our pink lemon tree, or I think it's called pink lemonade. There were a ton of flowers on here, but then it was really windy one day, and looks like a lot of the flowers came off. But I'm hoping that they got pollinated. Let's see, haven't planted anything in these yet, nor have I dug out the old stuff. I let my okra last year go to seed. I just left them on there so I could get the seeds this year. These are going to be our raised beds. Got these from Costco. They were like two of these. I want to say there were two of them for $120. On the bottom I have a ton of wood chips because if you guys watch my other videos, you know that I got a chip drop. So I have a ton of wood chips. So that fills up a bulk of the bottom half. Top half is filled with alpaca manure because we have a local alpaca farm. Alpaca manure, and then also chicken manure and wood chips because of my new chickens, and they poop a lot. And then covered it with just raised bed soil. Over here, everything grew so fast after it started warming up and raining. We have our Japanese maple. This is wisteria. This is my wife's flower bed area. Wisteria. She's got other things planted in here, but I'm not sure what they are. She just put them in from bulbs and they've started to grow. She started them inside. But this wisteria is crazy. Like, it grows so fast, and it's like look at that. It's like twisted around itself. Tons and tons of flowers on here. The bees love it. They're always all over it. So more flowers. This is a big old rose bush that we've had for years. And these are raised beds. These are the chickens enjoying their freedom. Once we have things in the raised beds, I'm not sure I'll let them on this side of the fence because I don't want them to eat everything. More flowers. I need to finish out this part of the flower bed. Yep, and they heard another bird, so they're running over there. And then of course there's the chicken coop. I do separate video series on those. There's the chickens. I had potatoes going green inside the house, so I thought I'd just throw them in here and see what happens. And now I have potatoes growing. Where's the other one? I'm actually surprised that potatoes are growing just from green potatoes, or potatoes I got from the store that started to sprout. And I buried them. Never expected them to grow, but now I have like 4 or 6 potato plants. So this is going to be the potato bed, I guess. And then over here in this corner we have the Asian pear tree, and this also just suddenly went green and grew very, very quickly after it started warming up. It did have a ton of really pretty white flowers, but they have fallen off and we're left with these little balls. Hoping that we get a bunch of Asian pears. This is left the tag on this one. Hosui Asian pear. We got this from Callaway's for, I want to say it was $50. But it actually produced its first year. I want to say we got like 20 smaller fruits, maybe like that big, like the size of a plum. But it's definitely a lot bigger now. So we'll see what happens. We are still trying to figure out how to prune trees and the right way to do that, for maximum production. So if you guys have any tips, let us know. I think that's pretty much everything we have. So that's our update for the garden and homestead. And here's wood we got from our friend's house because they cut down a tree and I've been wanting to stock up on firewood. So we got that. That's my pile of pallets that I keep making projects out of. And a bunch of rose bushes up against the fence. Chickens are over there, raised beds, big old chip drop pile. That's about it. This is my, April 2022 update.